All right, Elsa Rotenbach, good evening and thanks for joining us. You've seen, I imagine, quite a bit of reaction to this particular advert. I want to talk to you about why Feed a Child decided to shoot this particular ad with a very strong message in this particular way.
Well, the reason why we shoot this advert was purely to raise reaction, to get reaction from the public side, to make them aware that there are hungry children out there. So that is the message. All the different reactions that we get, apart from the positive ones, we also do get the negative ones as well. And the reason what everyone is saying is that it was racist, and we just wanted to say from Feed a Child's side, we don't look at color. To us, there isn't a black and a white and an Indian, and to us,
given
all
the context, Ms. Rotenbach, in South Africa, where racial issues are so highly sensitized, and there are historical issues associated with the imagery. A rich white woman feeding a poor, hungry black child, at a table is bound to cause an emotional reaction in many people. And you've seen that via the Twitter feeds, yes, via all the places where this particular ad was flighted.
Yeah, the reason was not to stir a negative reaction and to offend anyone. We do apologize for that part. To us, it was a woman and a child.
In retrospect, do you think it was a bad idea?
I don't think it was a bad idea. Like I say, we also did get quite a number of positive reactions out of this advert. But from Feed a Child's side, again, the idea is not to offend anyone by that. So unfortunately, that was the case.
I just want to go back into the stereotyping image. I mean, again, and as I asked you about this ad feeding into, what is a racially charged stereotype. There's so many permutations. As I said, the idea of a white woman giving a handout to a black child, that whites only have pets, that black kids are the only ones starving, that you're depicting a black child as a dog, and so on and so on. I mean, do you get why people would react in such a way?
Yes, we do understand it. We didn't think it's going to be the reaction, but now that it is there, we do understand why I do get their points of view as well.
Were you able to test an audience? Were you able to test the advert on an audience and see what kind of reaction? I mean, how widely did you consult before you put this advert together?
No, we didn't consult widely. We didn't.
I would venture to say that perhaps there was a mistake.
Yes, it was.
All right. I think it is important. The issues that the ad seeks to raise is about hunger and poverty in South Africa. Are there plans to perhaps reshoot this advert in a way that gets the message out in a constructive way and in a non-divisive way?
This was a fully sponsored ad, so if we do get another sponsorship, yes, we would definitely do that. But Feed a Child never use sponsored money to do something like that and to do marketing. So if there is another sponsorship on our way, we will definitely use that to redo and to reshoot. At the moment, we will put from our side stuff on the YouTube link. We will see what we can upload from our side, yes, to just do things differently, but not necessarily the same ad with different characters.
So why was it taken down wherever it was broadcast? If as you say, in the main, the intention wasn't meant to hurt people and that there was positive feedback?
We took it down from the YouTube channel yesterday. Just to upload a part where Feed a Child also put their point of view. So it is back on the YouTube link where people can see it with a Feed a Child point of view.
The full ad?
Yes, because so many people requested that today again. They want to see what it's about, and they also want to have Feed a Child's point of view.
But do you not think that based on the apology you've just made on Newsnight about upsetting people and this being perceived in a way that does feed into this racial stereotype, that to put it up in the same way that it was broadcast and in the same way that it caused all the controversy is basically to reinforce, basically to say that we aren't in fact apologetic?
No, definitely. That's not the idea. What we will do, like I say, so many people request the ad to be there. If people feel that we must take it down completely and just leave Feed a Child's part there, with pleasure we will do that. That's not a problem at all.
But are you allowing the public to make this decision for you? I mean, is it not a decision that Feed a Child as an organization needs to take responsibility for and say, in the interests of, the reactions we've got or the fact that perhaps it was insensitive, as you've said, we will take it down?
Management is looking at that, and we will make an informative decision within the next day.
Are you able to say, Ms. Rotenbach, who the sponsor of the ad was?
Yes, we are working hand in hand with Ogilvy.
They sponsored the advert?
Yes, we worked hand in hand with them with the advert.
The
And
entire
then-
advert.
Yes.
Have they reacted to the way it's turned out? What has
Yes,
been their
they did.
response?
They also apologized today. Yes, they did. They are reacting very good. They're standing behind us as well. Again, from their side, it wasn't meant to do any harm at all.
So how soon will there be a decision about whether this ad stays up as is or not?
By tomorrow.
And not to distract from the real issue, which is the plight of the poor in South Africa. Can you perhaps just give us a quick stat, give us a quick picture of what what poverty is like and how many children are malnourished and affected across the colour lines in South Africa by poverty?
According to statistics that we have at the moment, there are more than 3.5 million children are going to bed hungry every night. And that is why we decided to draw attention to people to this. I mean, 3.5 million children are a lot.
And these are not just black children?
No. It's, like I said, Feed a Child, we don't look at colour. We look at hungry children, and that is basically, that is across the board. And the main reason for the advert was there to tell people, listen, there are a lot of hungry children, and for only R2.50 a day, you can make a difference. So every person that treats their dog very well, and really, we don't expect them not to do that. We want them to treat their dogs very well. The main idea was just to let them know, while you're treating your dog, just think about it and try and add R2.50 a day to a hungry child. That was our idea.
Just quickly before we leave this, the average domestic dog, according to the Payline, eats better than millions of children. What research is that based on?
Well, that is based on basically what we see. Remember, we are in the field on a daily basis, and we see
So this
all
is
the hungry
anecdotal,
children.
not statistical evidence?
Yes, it is.
You deserve to know more.
enca.com